Quarantine day 1.
I'm just in quarantine right now. Ooh.
Day trace of quarantine.
Quarantine day, day Quatros.
It's like week 4 of quarantine. No.
This is quarantine day 4.
It's week 6, 7 of quarantine.
Well, I mean, that's not enough to tell you that Corona's gonna kill us all. I don't know what is.
Peace.
Quarantine. What is it? What was it specifically like for a teenager? How did we go about it? Was it scary? Was it thrilling? Was it apocalyptic? Apocalyptic?
I would say boring.
Like never ending, I guess. Boring.
Uneventful.
Reflective.
Jubilant.
Lonely, I guess.
Mediocre.
Now here's some inside look onto what life was like for a teen in quarantine.
I'm Lucy. I'm actually a student athlete at Wilson.
I'm Charlotte Guy. I am a junior at August Wilson High School.
My name is Milo Shea, and I lived through quarantine. Let's get it.
So I think like the idea of quarantine was definitely scary in my head, and then kind of like living through it and like upon reflection, it's a lot less it was a lot less intense than I kind of thought it was going to be when like initially COVID was kind of like a new idea or a new breaking news story in DC, kind of, I guess.
I guess, yeah, at the time it seemed kind of unreal and it felt like a long time, but looking back on it, it feels like a long time ago, but it also feels like it didn't make up that much time because I feel like school wasn't that long ago, but the memories that I have in quarantine kind of seem like a really long time ago, so that's weird. But yeah.
Yeah, so definitely right away I was like, bro, like sophomore year is like just starting to get fun. Like I'm so sad. So definitely going into quarantine, I was like really worried about like losing some pretty sweet moments of my sophomore year.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like I thought I wasn't even gonna like have enough food to get through it, and like I'd be eating cat food or something. Like, I don't really know. There was definitely some fear mongering going on, and I was like pretty nervous, I guess. I was like, yo, parents, like, go get the toilet paper while it's still there, you know what I mean? But yeah. So and then like I was fine, like it was fine. I was actually like in quarantine, and like afterwards, yeah.
I think being a teenager definitely affected the social aspect, especially because of quarantine. Well, yeah, being in quarantine affected kind of our like the way you could interact with all your friends. Usually, we'd be able to go out and do new things with your friends during these peak years of high school, and we just got that stripped away.
Yeah, so like being a teenager, like being a teenager, like went out a lot before quarantine and everything. Like I didn't really think about it a lot then, but I would definitely like be like, oh, like I'm gonna miss out on a lot. Like I'm like this is gonna, I'm kind of in like my prime years of high school, like to make memories and everything, like live it up and stuff.
I think it was especially hard for me as a teenager. There's just so much socializing just in general, and I kind of just lost all of that, and there were just people I like haven't seen in like a year, and I still haven't seen them.
I am happy with my relationships now, but I just don't want to like neglect the fact that it was definitely hard to maintain certain relationships with people,
Especially if you didn't FaceTime everybody.
Yeah, like you really notice that you start to FaceTime people a lot more. Like me and Zoe FaceTimed a lot. Like we actually even met like right at the start of quarantine. But like we still managed to like create a friendship over quarantine, and we didn't hang out again until like 3 months later.
Well, like the thing that I have most memorable is that usually soccer at that time is like a huge deal for us, and I just have like distinct memories of every day we would train like in our garages on Zoom, and that's like all I can remember from quarantine, literally, because I feel like it went by really fast, but that feels like all I did because our classes didn't really give us that much work.
Because you're a loser.
Yep, because I'm a loser.
I would skate. I skateboard. I would skate in my kitchen like every day because my mom let me. Because like all the skate parks were closed. So, and I mean, I could skate on the corner or something, but even that, like, I would be having to wear a mask and stuff. So, and my kitchen floor has a lot of pop. So,
I think I am definitely a different person coming out of quarantine, and like, regardless of the lack of social interaction that I was having, and kind of just like the lost sense of normalcy, like I was still growing, like mentally and emotionally as a person, like as an adult. And yeah, it was like a really life-changing experience and something that I'll never forget. So I think I definitely came out of it differently, and I just did a lot of self-reflection during that time. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But it was also kind of boring and stupid. Anyways.
And it was so boring and stupid. So low-key, no. Yeah. I didn't change at all, honestly. It was so boring and stupid.
Okay. Well, that seems pretty sufficient. Thank you so much, Lucy. Any final words?
Oh, I don't think so.